Good Wednesday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Joseph Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Wednesday. Now, looking at the radar right now, as you can see, we do have a couple of showers starting to form up here near Inman, Travelers Rest, and Lundrum, just to the north of Greenville and west of Spartanburg. We did have some rain going from Spartanburg and Gaffney, kind of move up northeast towards Cherryville, Boiling Springs, and Stanley inside of North Carolina. Same thing with over here near Rock Hill. We have showers moving towards Matthews, Monroe, Stanfield, Norwood, inside of North Carolina. Other than that, though, we're looking pretty good. Um, if you're inside this entire area right now, there's a good chance that you probably are cloudy, but definitely no rain is falling for you. Going on ahead, and zooming all the way out for the entire United States, as you can see, this is what the southeast looks like. I mean, you can see all of the all of the severe storms that we're keeping track of right now is down here inside of Louisiana, Baton Rouge, New Iberia, New Orleans, Lake Charles, Alexandria. We already have damaging wind reports, and that's going towards again like places like Baton Rouge already, where they're under a considerable severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-an-hour wind gust over there. So definitely some reports of up to hurricane force wind gusts. I told you guys about that yesterday. That definitely those hurricane force wind gusts was something that they could possibly be experiencing. But going on ahead and looking at the radar for all of the United States, as you can see, we do have some rain down here inside the Ohio Valley, going up into the northeast as well in the mid Atlantic. And then we also do have these severe storms down there in Louisiana with some rain on the backside inside of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. For the Rockies as well, we do have some snow in the higher elevations, rain in the lower elevations, and some rain up here inside of Montana. And then up here inside the northeast, like the far northeast, we do have some rain and a snow mix up there. And look at the west. The west is looking absolutely fantastic right now. I mean, as they're not really receiving any type of rain, they're looking pretty good. So going on ahead and moving on, talking about cloud cover. Obviously, I was just saying earlier that you probably are under cloud cover right now. Good chances that you are, but not rain. Not all of these clouds are dropping rain. Like the ones up there inside the upstate are dropping like some sprinkles right now. So, um, this rain will be coming later. So it's not like we're not gonna get any just because these clouds are just deciding not to. We'll definitely get some. Here's our current temperatures for right now: 53 in Greenville, 59 in Columbia, 64 in Charleston, 66 in Savannah, 64 in Myrtle Beach, 55 in Rock Hill, 61 in Sumter, and 61 in Florence, 62 in Augusta, and 55 in Anderson. So those are the main populated temperatures for right now. High temperatures for today could definitely get up to 80 degrees. I mean, it can get pretty warm today. Going all the way from Columbia, Sumter, Florence, Winnsboro, Aiken, Barnwell, Cheraw, uh, towards the coast, like 73 in Charleston, 75 Hilton Head, 73 Myrtle Beach, 77 in Greenville, 77 in Spartanburg, 80 in Orangeburg. Other places like that, 78 in Rock Hill. So it's going to be a pretty warm day today, for sure. Low temperatures for tonight, though, actually still be kind of warm, especially once you get down close towards the low country slash the Midlands. 66 Columbia, 65 inside of Sumter, 65 in Moncks Corner, 67 in Charleston, 66 Myrtle Beach, 65 in Barnwell, 67 in Hilton Head, and if you go all the way up to like the north, the upstate, 61 up there for like Greenville, Spartanburg, same thing, 61 in Rock Hill, 62 in Anderson. So, as of now, it seems that those temperatures will really be kind of really warm today, especially in some spots. Some spots you could try to get a little bit cool, maybe into like the high 50s in the very northern western of the upstate. Peak sustained wind gusts can actually get up to a good 10 to 15 miles an hour. I would not be surprised one bit. So those sustained winds will be hitting pretty hard. If you don't know what sustained winds are, sustained winds is constant winds. So like you'll have a constant wind of around 10 miles an hour, and then those gusts will peak up to like 15 to 20 miles an hour, as you can see on the map right here. Potentially 25 for some places, but for sure, sustained winds of up to 9 to 10 to maybe even close to peak at 15 miles an hour, and then peak wind gusts will get up to around 15 to 20 miles an hour with some isolated gusts of up to 25 possible. So, especially the more towards the coast you go, that's kind of where the big gusts will be at. Going on ahead and continuing though, here's our forecast precipitation going from this morning all the way through to tomorrow morning. As you can see, those rain chances and those rain accumulations will really start to pick up once you get inside the upstate. Isolated 2 inches could be possible from now going into tomorrow morning. Half an inch to around an inch can be possible from like Aiken, Greenwood, Greenville, Anderson, and then around a quarter of an inch to a half an inch like Columbia, Camden, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, Cheraw as well. And then we can see around a good tenth of an inch to around a good quarter of an inch. Or sorry, yeah, a good tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch for places like down there like near Dillon, Florence, Sumter, Orangeburg, Barnwell. And then everybody else is just inside of the hundredth of an inch or to a tenth of an inch would be like Hilton Head Island, Walterboro, Moncks Corner, King Street, Georgetown, Myrtle Beach. And Charleston deciding he wants to stay out of this one. But I do expect that will change, obviously. But from now until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, it's not really expecting that much down there. And then here's our SPC outlook. As you can see, we have that huge moderate risk that I was just talking about over there to our west for Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. Again, that comes with that 15% hatch risk for tornadoes and that 45% hatch risk of damaging winds. But looking at South Carolina right now, it does not mean that much. We did have a bit of a downtrend for the day 2 risk. I'll talk about that this evening. But yes, we do have a TSTM going into tonight. We do have to watch out for some isolated lightning strikes tonight going into tomorrow morning as well. But mainly, it's really going to be really just tonight. Late tonight is when we're expecting those thunderstorms to potentially push in and bring some isolated lightning strikes. And then here's the Weather Prediction Center for today. As you can see, most of us inside the green, well, around a quarter of us inside the green, and then a little part of us being inside the slight risk. So if you're inside the slight risk, you have a higher chance of excessive rainfall than you were if you were inside the green risk. So anyone from like Savannah, Columbia, just west of Rock Hill, Greenwood, and then especially places like Spartanburg, Greenville, and Anderson, and the Blue Ridge Mountains, you guys definitely have to watch out for potential isolated flash flooding and some minor flooding as well. But I think that's going to be about it. So thank you guys so much for watching this forecast, and I will be back this evening with another forecast update. Make sure that you are there at 9 p.m.